Hi guys, welcome to Pioneer. I hope you're having a fabulous first day. Getting really excited about meeting all the new people, making new friends, getting psyched about getting all the cool things you're going to learn in lab this year. Um, I am Miss Woods. You should be in classroom W163 for material science. I'm sorry I'm not there to greet you in person and welcome you in person, but I'm actually not in the US right now. While you guys are going through your schedule and getting to know the area, I'm actually going to be flying back from Crieff, Scotland. Where's Crieff? Here we have the US on our map. I'm on our globe, Google Earth. I'm going to go ahead and turn the globe to the east so we can see Europe across the Atlantic Ocean there. We'll see, there it's coming up. Let me put it to the north a little bit, and there we go. And you can see Great Britain right there with Ireland on the left and the island of Britannia on the right. And there is Crieff, just at the start of the Highlands in northern Scotland. So that's where I'll be flying back from. Why Crieff, you ask? And why now? Why not some other day? Why didn't I get it together? It's actually not a vacation that I'm on. It's actually a learning experience. So I am a board member for the Ohio Scottish Games. And here you go, Ohio Scottish Games. It's a really great event that we put on each year celebrating Scottish heritage. And we have events like contests like heavy athletics with the hammer toss and the caber toss, so you can see the big log thing. We also have competitions with dance, Highland Scottish harp, Highland fiddle, really cool things. Plus, there are opportunities for you to get to know more about your family heritage if you're Scottish, or whether you're Scottish or not, you can come and enjoy some Celtic rock music and some really great food and other things. Our Scottish Games is a sister game to the Crieff Highland Gathering in Crieff, Scotland. And this year I was invited as a president to attend the Crieff Highland Gathering, which was a really big honor because our former president, Mike Mihalik, was actually the chieftain of the day, which is a big deal. So we went over to see Mike, but we also went over to learn more about how the Crieff Highland Gathering does stuff and how we can make our games better and learn how we are the same and how we're different with competitions like dance and other things. The Highland Gathering for Crieff occurs every third Sunday in August. So we really I didn't have a choice. The gathering was on Sunday, yesterday. So don't worry though, it's not like I was out getting a tan or anything. The weather was actually pretty chilly and very wet. So it wasn't the most relaxing day you could have, but I did enjoy myself. And I also took the opportunity just this past couple of weeks to go ahead and see some sites like Stonehenge. Okay, there in southern England. We also saw the place where they filmed the Harry Potter thing in London. So we took some time in London, and I, of course, had to go to Loch Ness while we were in Scotland, because what trip is incomplete without a trip to Loch Ness. It was really cool though, and I got to see a lot of different things, learn a lot of different things. I took some time to get some information for my environmental science class, like we visited parts of Iceland on our way over. We stopped and we saw this lake, which is actually lies on the tectonic plate line between the Eurasian plate and the North American plate, and it's moving apart. So that was really cool. I got to see the geyser that all other geysers are named after, so the geyser, and a glacier, which is awesome for my environmental science students. But I didn't forget about you. I was trying to figure out what are some great things that I could bring back with my trip for our material science class. Material science is basically applied chemistry, and we talk about all these different solid things. how they work, what their properties are, and how we can use them. So I know some of you could be masonry students or carpentry students. There are really cool things that I saw. This is a picture of Drummond Castle, and this wall itself has been standing there since 1490. 1490, that's before Columbus crossed the Atlantic Ocean to us. That wall has been there. So we're going to talk about things about why that wall was so successful and how it could still be there with the materials that they use. I also went to see Stirling Castle, which is where the kings and queens of Scotland resided for years. The really cool thing is, as you can see in this picture, there we have this gray stone here, okay? But they discovered upon more like that the gray stone actually was covered in this beautiful, what they call King's Gold yellow. And we're going to talk about how and why they used that and what the process was for making this King's Gold yellow. Okay, so that's something else I picked up. This King Gold, that's been around since 1200 AD, 1200 years, so even older than the Drummond Castle that we saw a moment ago. We also did some things I also wanted to pick up, like looking at the woodwork in these old buildings, like how are this stuff still standing? What does it do? And all of that. So I'm really looking forward to talking about materials with you, getting some hands-on things going, and getting ready to start this, what a great school year. I look forward to talking to you tomorrow, and I hope the rest of your day here at Pioneer is absolutely wonderful. And go home tonight, get rest, and we're going to start first thing tomorrow. Okay, have a good one.